here. General McClellan, at present, is positioned just east of Richmond, engaged with the enemy, I presume. Battles near the rebel capital have been going on for the past several weeks, and some believe we may be near the end. However, there is growing concern that this city may now be in danger. Last evening, rebel forces under Jackson attacked Harpers Ferry, Virginia, left that position, and now appear to be coming toward us along the Potomac River. It was supposed that the whole force of the enemy was concentrating in Richmond. Now contrabands are informing us that 15,000 rebels left Hanover Junction near Richmond last Monday to reinforce Jackson. The Secretary of War has now effectively contravened General War Order Number 33, his closure last month of all federal recruiting offices, and has called for the forwarding to the national capital of all militia and volunteer troops in the loyal states. So, we wait. It is not all bad news. You remember how, since last January, the nations of France, Britain, Spain have taken advantage of our current crisis, violated the Monroe Doctrine and landed troops in Mexico. Well, apparently, last month, Mexican General Ignacio Zaragoza inflicted a humiliating defeat on the French in the city of Puebla. Good. One war at a time. Two other matters in the press have likely taken up more columns than necessary. The Secretary of War, keeps a pretty tight rein on the press, so they shall not tell more than they ought to. I'm afraid that if I blab too much, he may draw a tight rein on me. However, the first is that the House of Representatives has now censured former Secretary of War Simon Cameron, although he fully approved of the proceedings for which he is now being publicly shamed. It is due Mr. Cameron to say that they were not moved or even suggested by himself alone. Not only the president, but every other department head was at least equally responsible with him for whatever error, wrong, or fault was committed. And I made this clear to the House. The other matter regards my May 19th proclamation revoking General Hunter's May 9th order of military emancipation. Neither General Hunter nor any other commander or person has been authorized by the United States government to make proclamations declaring the slaves of any state free. Whether it be competent for me as Commander-in-Chief of the Army and Navy to declare the slaves of any state free, or whether it be at any time, in any case, a necessity indispensable for the maintenance of the government to exercise such supposed authority, is a question which, under my responsibility, I reserve to myself. These are totally different questions than those of police regulations in armies and camps. In the proclamation revoking Hunter's order, I also reminded the border state governments that last March, the executive requested Congress to adopt a resolution pledging the United States to financial compensation of any state that would enact a plan for gradual abolishment of slavery. I again reminded the people of the loyal slave states to consider this matter. They cannot, if they would, be blind to the signs of the times. I implored them to a calm, enlarged consideration of this. The change it contemplates would be gentle as the dews of heaven. Will they not embrace it? So much good has not been done by a single act in all past time, as in the providence of God they now have the high privilege to do. May the vast future not have to lament that we neglected this.